Alrighty, top 5 time of anime ships, guys. Let's see how much salt we can get in the top 5. Trey, please.
Okay. For all you watchers at home, we were talking about JoJo off screen, so we're going back to JoJo on screen.
No.
Yeah. Jolene Cujo X Weather Report. Fuck you, Anasui.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It works. Yeah. I don't know who that is. I do not care.
Okay. Well, just in case, mute me if you don't want to be spoiled or if you don't care. But in any case, I have nothing against Anansui necessarily as a character, but it's like I don't really care for his obsession with Jolene. For me, it just felt like it came out of nowhere. It was just forced in there for no reason, and you probably could have like gotten this. It was just there to give him a motivation. Like he got better more as a character towards the end, but at the beginning I was like, nah, I'm not into this dude. The Weather Report, I was with this dude from the very fucking start. Like the moment Jolene was having trouble with the Jumpin' Jack Flash, that zero gravity dude, the moment she was like calling for help, seeing Weather Report literally sprint in on his tippy toes just to fuck up some shit to help her out is like iconic for me. And their teamwork together is just seamless. Not to mention, like, whenever like Weather Report just leans in to whisper to her, I'm just like, dude, there is no way in hell you don't know what the fuck you're doing right now, man. In any case, though, like while Weather Report does unfortunately get indisposed for a good amount of time in the prison, their loyalty with each other and connection with each other is strong. Like Anansui is jealous for a reason, because like Weather Report and Jolene, just in a few moments after like one team up with each other, they're just always on the same page with each other. They're always willing to like go the distance for each other. And when Weather Report gets his memories back, he like after nearly killing Poochie, when Jolene jumps in unknowingly preventing that from happening and accidentally getting Poochie Weather Report killed, it's like she is absolutely broken by that. By the fact that not only is one of their closest comrades dead, but the fact that she may have inadvertently caused that. And all she has left is the remnants of his stand in a disc as she holds it close to her chest. And it's like, shit. But at the end of the day, though, it's Jolene and Weather Report who helped push Emporio on to finally finishing off Poochie in the end. So in a way, you could say their spirits together managed to finally put the long feud between Dio's legacy and the Joestar bloodline to rest. Although I am a bit pissed that their alternate versions, Jolene and Ansui, are together, I can finally get past that. For the sake of the
I was
fact
just
that
heartbroken that it was a new universe. I'm like, no, the other JoJo's.
what the fuck happened to Josuke actually? What the fuck happened to
I
Giorno?
don't know what happened to him.
Nobody knows.
Josuke.
Like, are they just existing in the new world or something? I don't know. Either way, though,
Okuyasu.
overall, though, Jolene and Weather Report, I wish they had more interaction with each other, but the interaction they do have is fantastic, and just the way their story played out and wrapped up, it was good.
Okay. That's commendable, man. I can get behind that. So, Nikki, what is your number 5, dude?
Okay. Number 5.
Oh boy.
Number 5. Armin and Annie from Attack on Titan.
The fuck?
Okay, Nikki, you officially lost my respect.
The funny fact is the fact that the author clearly ships that pairing too.
You officially
That's true.
lost my respect.
Well, I mean, in a way, they're both opposite to one another. Armin is timid, but he can be brave when pushed a little too far. And Annie is, yeah, she can be seclusive and loner, but she is strong in her own. But she can be strong and fend for herself. And I guess in some of the times we just see like Eren and everyone else just having a chat now and then. There are times when we also see like a couple of moments when we see like Armin and Annie just talking, especially like later on when we find out that they finally find out that there's a Titan in the city, and Armin is trying to convince Annie that she is innocent, that she doesn't want to be the suspect. And because, I mean, like everyone within the city, Armin doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want this conflict to happen. He wants peace to return once again. And I think, in a way, like Armin is trying to like help Annie out with that as well, especially since she and some of the other people who entered the city, like they were forced to basically go there as a mission to spy on them, because they were trained as kids to basically go spy on them, get the founding Titan, and return it back home. But in a way, they also made home here in this place, where back there they were treated as scum, as shit, and basically were trained to be soldiers just to do one thing. I know it's awkward, but I just feel like because Armin can basically sympathize with some people, they're able to communicate with one another. And I don't know why. I just kind of see that working if Armin somehow sympathizes with Annie. Definitely wrong with that, but awkwardly, that's just how I see it. So,
Personally, headcanon that Annie is addicted to colossal sizes, and that Armin is solely doing this just to fuck over Boltro's memory.
Aha. Fun.
Okay,
Oh, that
Kevin,
was some.
please.
Move on from this sadism.
Yeah, no shit. Well, unfortunately, I got to go to a series that is also kind of sadistic, but there's some hope with this, even though they haven't met yet in the anime. They've met in the light novels, and they're a couple. Shine Nozin and Vladimir Milize from 86. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. God damn it. The Undertaker and the Red Queen. Yes. Okay, 86. Didn't expect to like the show. I love it. And god damn it, Shin is a great protagonist. He's so cool, yet he's so tragic. And Lena she wants to sympathize with all the 86. She tries to help them while also realizing how hypocritical her government is. Like their first interaction, they just have respect for each other. But the more they start communicating, the more Lena takes over missions, the more she kind of cares about the 86, the more she wants to understand them. And she starts to feel something to Shin. Like, she doesn't want to see him as just an 86. She wants to see him as a guy. So they just have these long talks, even after their whole debriefing. And then the whole time when she said, "But I really do enjoy our conversations," and she's like, oh wait, no. Like, she gets embarrassed. I'm like, oh my god, this girl just admitted she likes talking to you, bud.
Yeah.
It's just adorable. And it's just I just love how, despite how different they are, they just have common ground. Especially when Shin tells her about the truth about the 86. Like, she's horrified, yet he tells her that's just how life is. And god damn it, when she helped him against his fight against his brother, that was emotional.
Aww.
Like, you can tell she really did want to help him, and she did. And when he and his squad left, she was devastated, yet she realized, this is my chance to grow up. And boy, did she grow up. And I am just so glad that in episode, I believe, 23 or 22? No, yeah, it's 22.
It's 22.
Shin woke up during his blood rage because of Lena's voice. Because he realized, oh shit, she's right, I need to live. And god damn it, I'm excited because there's rumors that they're gonna meet in person at the end of this season. I'm like, yes, because in the light novel, they're together. Like, Shin even gives her head pats. I'm like, oh my god. God damn it, let them kiss. I heard they even kissed. Spoiler, they kissed. So I'm just like, please, let this happen. Like, 86 is such a great anime. Fuck you, Crunchyroll Awards. Fuck you. I hate it, man. I hate it. That's my number 5. I'm gonna go curl up in a hole and die.
Have
Oh,
it with
well.
ice cream.
It's fine because he probably would have cried if he heard about this number 5 from me. Because I told him about this drama, this sci-fi drama, and it's so good. And the reason why it's high like this, because it makes you love the character so much.
No, please,
So-
no.
It's Tsukasa and Ayla from Plastic Memories.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Jesus, this got depressing.
Dude, trust me, I cried in that finale. It's so wholesome. It may be a sci-fi genre style, but it's basically a good slice of life anime, and it's you basically the name meaning Plastic Memories is that these like android-esque type of characters. Ayla is one of them, but there are those that have limits before they go rogue, before they go AWOL, they get violent. And when they have to do that, they have to take them away, and basically their job and their description is ripping memories apart. And it's just so hard. And Tsukasa is he's a rookie, and he just one case royally like messed him up. He's like not himself. But Ayla tells him that it's always a delight to see him smile, to see that hopeful smile he has regardless of whatever situation he's in. And my god, they fell in love in the series. They actually confessed to each other, and everyone on the team knew about it. They wanted them to get together, and they did. But then you realize, or you remember, oh, wait, Ayla is an android. Her time is almost up. And when the finale happens, the two of them say what they love about each other, and then Ayla trusts him to he gives her her deactivation ring. And he puts it on, he wears it with him wherever he goes to remember her by, because she's now gone. She's not, because the way like the androids come back, they don't remember anything. They'll be like a completely different person if they ever come back. And when he finds out that she left the note that you're the first person and the only person I've ever loved in this short time span, and I'll always remember it, I was bawling. It was so sad. That's why it's so high up like this, because it makes you feel something. Plastic Memories is such a good romance. I highly recommend it, guys.
Same.
Kevin knows this. I told him about it, and it was like, I didn't want to tell anything until you see that story. You feel the characters' emotions. So please, guys, it's one season. It's done. It's so heartwarming. So
Yeah, but
the
you're
loving
gonna fucking
romance of Tsukasa and Ayla from Plastic Memories is my
You're
top
fucking-
5.
you're gonna fucking die if you watch that.
Nate, buddy, thank you.
Please.
Well-
Please cheer us up.
I think.
Well,
definitely-
number 5. Ironically, this series has like the number 5 in it.
What?
Huh?
Well, most people like Joker shipping with other people, but
Oh my God.
personally, the one ship that I ended up liking in this series, it had to be Ryuji and An.
Yay!
Yeah!
New characters.
Because they're tight.
Character instead of Joker. Yeah.
Definitely.
Is wild. Because I know people love shipping Joker with other people. I know. I do have my Joker ships. But the banter between Ryuji and An, it was the one that piqued my attention first. It was the first OTP that I liked in this series. And it was very evident because both of them used to go to the same middle school together. They may not interact all that much, well, except for that one time in the aquarium where Ryuji blew up all of his money just to buy a dolphin for his mom, and Ann has like to repay him, and she kept teasing him about it. But it wasn't until like around the Kamoshida arc where, yeah, they haven't like talked to each other all that much, but it does show that they were concerned about each other because both of them suffered through Kamoshida in a way. Like Ryuji's career was ruined thanks to Kamoshida. Ann is literally being used by Kamoshida. It wasn't until like through the powers of the palaces they were able like to break out of it, and they were able to break free together. And let me just say, their banter together was just so hilarious together. Because like they're always at each other's throats, like back and forth. Even like during the Madarame arc, Ryuji is like, "Okay, Ann, we need to actually get stripped naked." And I was like, "How am I supposed to do it?" I was like, "All you have to do is like, I really want to do this the other day. Please accept the request." He was like, Jesus, I know you want to find out the truth about Madarame, dude, but jeez.
Don't worry, it bites him in the ass
Yeah, it was like their banter together was just so hilarious. Like both of them are always at each other's throats. Like especially with like whenever Ryuji just gawks at Ann in a weird way. Especially during Futaba's palace. Oh my god, Ann literally retaliated by that. I mean, I don't blame Ryuji. It's like, come on, it was a good view. And I definitely love how, like, later on, like, when Ryuji is just, like, gawking at them, Ann, instead of getting mad, she just, like, teases him for it. Just messes him for it.
Oh, yeah.
That was the... Yeah, and I think one of my favorite heartwarming moments was probably during one of Ann's confidants, where Ann was trying to pretend like this, like, oh, I'm trying to be like better than this. Well, Ryuji, in his own unique way, he told her, you don't have to pretend to do anything, just be yourself. I was like, damn, Ryuji, that's actually smart of you for once. And it actually shows that like Ryuji does understand Ann better than most of the other people in the Phantom Thieves. And it makes sense because both of them knew each other. They had that chemistry. And oh my god, during the Shido arc, oh Jesus. When Ryuji all that stun just to save everyone.
But then got his ass beaten by the girl.
Hey guys, I nearly died to save you all. How about a hug? Fuck you! You scared us!
Stop!
What did I do?
Don't toy with our heartstrings like that.
Oh my god, like Ann was just like devastated for that moment. And then Ryuji's like, jeez, Ryuji, like you're not so pretty when you cry. And Jesus, that's what you say to Ann?
You deserve that punch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
kidding. Plus, I even love their banter in Strikers as well, because it actually shows that like both of them are actually more comfortable hanging out with each other. Even though there are times where Ann just chew on Ryuji for a lot of stupid shit, especially with that gold brick order.
Nate, are you reading Thieves Amongst Heroes?
Oh my god, their banter together in that fanfic. Yes. Like,
They have
it is
plenty of
such a
Ryuji X.
Like, seriously, that shipping is just so popular that even Max Millman and Erica Harlacher, the English voice actors for the characters, ship it as well. That is just amazing.
Oh, Nate.
Oh, yeah.
Nate, you should tell Trey about the Dub and Asterisk War.
Please don't tell me.
Yes, tell him.
Yeah, Max Millman and Erica Harlacher's characters, they have an interactions with each other.
It's Yabagi and Claudia.
Okay, are we good now?
No, we're not.
But yeah, that's my number 5. Ryuji and Ann, it's just a fun ship, and it actually works well with each other.
Alrighty. And Jesus Christ, Trey, what the hell's with this in the chat?
I mean,
That's
oh
in
yeah,
Thieves
from the
Amongst
fanfic.
Heroes. In Thieves Amongst Heroes, it's implied that Izuku's going to be with Itaba, Futaba, or Makoto, and Katsuki with Haru.
Holy
Which works.
crap, dude! You lag so much that you spoke really fast.
Anyways, Trey,
Okay.
it's your number 4. What's number 4?
Oh. By the stars, who does not appreciate a good bunny girl like Weiss as he does with Hermit?
What?
Weiss,
You sick
the
son of a
real
bitch.
Hermit.
You sick bastard.
She is over 100 years old.
Exactly.
Oh, hell
Age
no.
doesn't matter in this.
I'm just
Especially in
fucking
anime,
with
bro.
Trey. I just want to fuck with Trey.
But yes to that ship, Trey.
Look, can I just say that this ship honestly fucking came out of nowhere for me? Like,
Yeah.
seriously, like they barely had any interactions before Drac and Joe arc. And any interactions they did have, it would be Hermit mocking Weiss at his expense.
Oh
But
my
then, conveniently after that arc where Weiss gets his character development and we learn more about Hermit's backstory and the Doctor comes back, fuck that dude, by the way.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Weiss honestly steps up to the plate as Hermit's guardian. Like, no joke. Like, reading that fight where Weiss pretty much gets to witness her entire backstory on play as they try to save Jin's sister into virtual reality. It's like, he keeps talking about how he is the superhero arsenal. In that moment, he actually is a true hero for all of his friends and for Weiss. And I mean for Hermit. And Hermit's little smile at the end where she acknowledges that, yeah, Weiss, you were pretty cool back there. I was like, oh shit, this is giving me Gajo X Levy vibes all over again.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Because like it honestly really works too, because like both Hermit and Weiss really deal in like long range technological shit. Like think about it, Hermit providing support to Weiss's arsenal. God damn it, that was not intentional. That was not intentional. But holy shit, this actually could really work. And as I'm saying it out loud, the opportunities are endless. I just wish we get more interactions between them in the future going forward, because as it is in the manga, it did something that, although I appreciate, I am kind of upset with in regards to the amount of character interactions we have yet to see. But
Look, I really love some of like the funny moments. My favorite one was probably when she uses Weiss's account, and right when Weiss is about to say something cool, nope, you got banned. Bye.
yeah,
It was
Oh,
so good. It was
That,
good.
that made me broke, especially when he shouts, "That damn Hermit! I'm gonna get her for it!"
what's also really ironic is how his old Hermit self gets with a bunny girl, and Hermit's design is clearly based off of that of a bunny girl if you look at her Shining Stars outfit.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god.
Wow, they literally teased that from the beginning.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's my number 4. It's only this number 4 because it's just recent. It's a recent ship.
So Nikki.
All right, number 4 for me. We're going back to the JoJo's. So for this one, my number 4. My number 4 is Bruno and Trish from JoJo Part 5.
What the
Bruno
fuck?
and Trish. Wow.
Yes.
She's Dude, she's 15.
Well, it's Japan. It's anime. What you
Yes,
expect?
Italy.
Trey, we
Trey,
have
you
different
just talked
age
about
limits.
Hermit, who's 100 years old. You have no.
This is a
room to
legal
complain.
age of consent.
You have no room to complain.
So the reason I shipped this is because, I mean, yes, at first it's pretty much Bruno and his group's duty to basically protect Trisha, or to protect Trish until she is reunited with her father. But you gotta admit, like, the moment we start meeting her, the way she's interacting with the crew, it is funny. But also, the interaction between the Bruno and Trish, it's also funny as well. Like, she demands like some things here and there, and he's like, okay, I'll help you. Especially when she has to, especially the part when they're inside the trail. It's like, hey, I need to use the bathroom. It's like, okay, zip. This is pretty much a demi plane here, so go right ahead. It's like, you expect me to go there? It's like, Like the comedy between them is just, I just like it. It's just funny and cute, and especially I think later on when she's about to be reunited with her father, who she never even met. She is nervous and doesn't know how to feel. Bruno like encourages her, saying like, "Oh, don't worry, like whatever happens, everything will be all right." And then, oh, that twist when he's just holding a hand. He's like, "What the fuck? Oh, the boss is going to kill her. Oh no!" Like he was planning to overthrow the boss in general, but now that he finds out that he plans to kill her, pretty much the only person that is related to him and who possibly knows his identity, like this triggers Bruno even more. And I don't want to spoil it later on for viewers who may have not caught up with it, but later on, what happens to Bruno? How he pretty much is pushing himself, especially to that bitter end. I don't know. I think it's just because I love the commitment he has and how he's willing to basically protect everyone, including her, and how she later on also provides that help. Whenever, like, at first she didn't know what was going on, but now she gets the gist of it, and now she got her own power or abilities and is able to help them. I just kind of see them like, yes, the age difference is a bit awkward, but I do see them as, as a potential couple, like, if that ever happens. So, that's my number 4.
Well, Nikki, I applaud you for your boldness. Just do not be surprised if FBI shows up knocking at your door.
Well, it's called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You're gonna expect something bizarre.
Yeah, Trey. Honestly, you can't talk shit. All right, it's JoJo.
I will
Trey.
talk shit as much as I want.
I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, well, hey,
Trey,
as
there's
an
a
excuse-
reason
Okay,
why.
okay.
Seriously.
It's Kevin. Go.
All right. Asta X Noel.
Yeah, that works.
All right, that's it. I'm just kidding. All right. In all seriousness, in a way, it's like Ayato and Euless. The guy meets the girl. Asta, encourages Noelle because she has a lot of magic potential. She's of course a tsundere, but slowly starts, getting more confident, especially during the whole capital invasion arc where Asta defends her against her fucking siblings, who I still fucking despise. Like she now acknowledges him, and during the Sea Temple arc, like we see that she gets strong enough to actually use her first attack, her first magic attack, and then during the Witch Forest arc, we see she's the one that takes the lead in trying to find a cure for him, and that was awesome. So it keeps growing. The relationship keeps growing. Asta even admits he likes her, although of course that means like he likes her as a friend.
That was funny though.
Oh, no misunderstanding.
Yeah, but then Noelle now in the manga finally realizes, oh shit, I love Asta. Of course, she's a tsundere about it, so who knows? We'll figure that out. All right, good day.
That's it. That's it.
Alrighty, so number 4 for me.
Yeah.
We're going back to an oldie shonen, and
Uh-huh.
one that should have been the main fucking canon,
Oh,
but my
Oh.
god, they did something stupid.
I know.
Because Bankai,
Yay!
Oh shit.
it's
I know where
Ichigo
that's
X Rukia. Yes. Fuck you, Orihime.
you know what's funny?
yeah.
I actually got a review on one of my stories that said, I see Rukia and Ichigo more as friends than anything. I'm like, no, fuck you.
Dude.
Yeah,
It was
how
a
can you-
review.
How can you deny the fact that Ichigo and Rukia are so good together?
Yes.
No.
How do you not see that? I mean, yes. I mean, I know people are gonna play this card, but she's technically a spirit. That doesn't really count, right? You can't really have a relationship with a spirit, bro.
There are
Do you not
different
know-
types of
Do you not know where we are?
This is
We're
anime.
anime.
for crying out loud. I
I
mean,
bet you
if
don't
Trey was
say
able to
Google.
bring like a human and like an android relationship, anything is possible.
Also, that's total bullshit considering that Ishin fucked a human and he is a soul reaper.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I don't want to hear that argument. But it's just Rukia is just she is like what we know as she's an ice. She is an ice queen. Because a lot of her attacks are all around ice and all that. But when she opens up, she's She's nice, she's bubbly, she's funny, especially with her drawings.
Why does your drawings look so crappy?
I was like, every time I hear someone say like, run.
Run away unless you want a fake drawing mustache on you.
Scribbles.
But yeah, I see this more than Ichigo and Orihime. Like, what is Orihime? I don't see why people
Orihime with
like
Okuya
Orihime.
makes more sense.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Why does that need to be a thing? So, yes, it's this high up because I love this ship so much. I love these two when I see them together. I am so excited to see them again when we see the 1,000-Year War arc, the final arc, finally coming back. So, try to fix it and maybe cut Orihime out just a little bit,
Damn.
just a little bit. So,
She's not forgettable, man. Come on.
No, I know. I'm just like, damn.
yeah. So that's my number 4, Ichigo and Rukia.
I mean, Trey, that's how we feel about Maka from Soul Eater. So
Fucking hell. Okay. Okay. Look.
we're moving on. We're moving on.
Save that for later, Trey.
He's pouting.
Go ahead, Nate. What is your number 4, dude?
Oh, my number 4 is Naofumi and Rattalia from Shield Hero.
Makes,
Oh,
Yay.
come on, it is.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer for this one because it literally speaks for itself. Yeah, when they met, Naofumi did want to use Rattalia because, well, he uses his shield, he can't really attack. So he has Rattalia, he has to resort getting a slave, which a lot of people think there's a lot of controversy in there, and yeah, I can see that, but if you really think about it, Naofumi didn't really have a choice. Nobody wants to partner up with him after the whole scandal. So he has to resort to the dark side in order to like define partnership. And at first, it does look like he's using Raphtalia, but over time, he started to see Raphtalia more than just a slave. He was able to see Raphtalia more as like a companion, more as a partner. And over
The
time,
anime
Raphtalia,
the anime definitely helped portray their relationship as much more positive.
definitely, that's why I love about it. And it really shows that Raphtalia, she was very awkward, she was very shy, but Naofumi was able like to help her become more bold. Maybe a little too bold to the point where Raphtalia is like, okay, stop getting yourself hurt. Unless you want me to do it for you. I'm like, damn, Raphtalia. And it wasn't until like later on over like the course of the series where it may look like Raphtalia is about to be taken away but instead of like being taken away, she decided to stay by Naofumi's side, and she was able to like to help Naofumi get over that grudge. That hug scene after the duel, it was so touching. It was so heartwarming. I almost got teary-eyed during that scene. And of course, it did lead to Raphtalia having a crush on Naofumi, even though her innocence always gets in the way. It was just so adorable. I just love it. Like her trying like to realize like her feelings for it, while Naofumi is just like didn't know how to feel about all of it. Not that I blame him after what Melty did to him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until like later on in the series where during Raphtalia's character arc, where Naofumi was able like to help Raphtalia come to terms with the past and eventually let her get revenge on that piece and slave owner. Thank God. And it wasn't until like around the end of the season 1 where Raphtalia was worried until Naofumi gave her the reassurance. And it may look like they hugged, but it almost looked like they kind of kissed in a way.
Yeah.
It just felt like heartwarming. And looking at bits and pieces of the light novel and the manga, wow. I was just impressed at how much the relationship has grown. Like, it's interesting that they went from like a slave to a slave owner to companions to maybe eventually a couple in the future. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. And with season 2 coming back this April, I am so looking forward to it.
Agreed.
That's why I had to add that for number 4.
Alrighty, so the big three. What do you got there, Trey?
All right, moving on from Raccoon Girl representation back to Jujutsu Kaisen. Yuta X Maki.
I'm just getting one up by 2 people.
Wow.
You are.
Like, I probably wanted to put Yuji X Nobara on here, but in all honesty, you can make arguments that works better as a friendship thing, which I also get, despite
Yeah.
having to them.
It could go either way, so.
Yeah, but Yuta X Maki though, it's it's to the point where whenever I see someone try to ship Maki with Nobara, I'd be like, no, fuck you. No.
Look at the prequels! Look at the prequels!
Yes. Okay, yes. Their chemistry is already there. Panda literally teases Maki for that shit for a reason. Okay?
Yeah.
Even though it does let the Panda game beat the crap out of him. Hashtag call PETA for animal abuse.
Then again, they can argue this is a doll, not an animal.
Yeah,
But-
probably.
But in any case, in regards to Yuta X Maki, like Nate touched on when they talked about their first mission in Volume 0. I love that moment. It's a good moment for both Yuta and Maki, where Maki is questioning him on like, why did he even come to this school if he's like gonna be acting like this, so useless and pathetic? And Yuta just opening up with this like, I want to be useful to people. I want to feel like I have a right to belong, to have friends, and to just live. And Maki promises that it's like, if you save us, you will get all of that at Jujutsu High. And she makes sure that she doesn't go back on that promise. She personally makes sure that he knows that he has worth and value. And like how she personally trains him in the art of swordsmanship and close quarters combat to the point where Yuta literally almost fucking like you can see it even in canon proper in how he fights, like how he fought Yuji, how he's comparing his movements and strength to Maki's. And it's like, damn, that training really did stick with him. Although Maki would be pissed at how many times his sword is broken.
Yeah, definitely. Another thing I had to note out, like both of them in a way they're almost similar. Like they didn't have a lot of people, both of them are awkward in a way. And it really shows that both of them started like to open up to each other. Like their goals are almost similar. It's just a bit different.
Exactly.
Plus,
And
I think we
Yuta-
found Tanjiro's opposite in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Yuta and Tanjiro, they're both nice to their friends, but Tanjiro's a good boy overall. But Yuta,
He's merciless towards his enemies.
He's like, no. He's like, not
You-
right.
He's like fucking Yandere. It's like that moment where he says Yuta was like, when Yuta tells Maki, let's take down the Zenin clan together. At first you're like, oh, that's cute. And then you look at his fight with Geto and his current actions in the recent chapters, and you look back at the moment, it's like, oh shit, he was probably really serious. Because I fully buy that if he finds out the full extent to what Maki's abuse went through, he would have no issue sending Rika to just fuck up the Zenin clan for her.
Oh yeah, he would totally do that.
Yeah.
But in any case, though, like, I actually do appreciate that. This is a case where it's like, you take a character who is borderline mentally obsessive with his friends, but more so in a way that it actually works in a very more entertaining and not necessarily deconstructive way, I guess you could say. And like Nate said, I do appreciate that little moment they had in Shibuya where Yuta expresses concern over Maki's injuries and how he also recognizes Shibuya fucked everyone over, so I'm going to fight for them in their sake because I wasn't here to do so. So yeah, I hope Yuta and Maki have more interactions going forward, maybe after the Culling Games is over. And yeah, that's me.
We'll see. Only time will tell. Unless the Gege keeps trolling us.
He's always trolling us.
Oh yeah, he also turned 30 recently. I think his birthday was like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Ah,
Oh, congrats to him. Nikki.
Number 3. I will be the warrior of love today. It goes to Kuwabara and Yukina for my number 3. Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Noli.
I mean, I mean, yeah, it is kind of silly at first that Korobara instantly falls with love with Yukina, but I definitely like. Oh, sorry. I mean, I definitely loved like. I definitely saw a little spark between the two because when Kurabara and Yusuke and Botan went to rescue Yukina from this awful person who's basically torturing her just so they can get jewels out of her tears, which is definitely fucked up. But right as they saved her, she went to go and heal Kurabara because he and Yusuke were injured from the fight against the Toguro brothers, and it was a bit silly, but I thought it was so touching because Kurobara said that he noticed her injuries and knows how she got it, and is basically saying that, hey, yes, there are humans out there who are pieces of shit, but I can show you that there are some good humans. And then when she was just tearing up, not for jewels, but just tearing tears of joy, saying that she would like to see that very much. And especially during the Dart tournament, when she came to basically support the team Urameshi, Kurabo was so hyped to see her. Like, it's a bit of a tease, but I would have loved to see that happen if Kurobara and Yukina do become a couple. It would have been so cute. I mean, yes, it's an oldie, but it's a good one too. It's so touching. So number 3 goes to those two.
Fair enough, man. I can respect Yu Yu Hakusho.
I can get behind that pairing. So
Kevin, number 3, pal.
Lucky Reddit. Itoshura! Yes, Iki and Stella from Chivalry of Fail Knight.
Why am I not surprised?
I don't know. Why am I not surprised you put Konoga on here? Anyways, I won't go too far into this. This show, is just good because, throughout 12 episodes, we see them progressively get close from Stella kind of wanting to kill Iki from seeing her in her undies to pretty much loving him. Like, it's just a funny interaction, like, especially in episode 4 when there was a misunderstanding and they said, because I like you! And they just laugh it off because it's just funny. And then just the episode when they actually get locked in a storm and Stella's getting sick, so Iki has to change her clothes. And I mean, by clothes, I mean all her clothes.
Yeah.
And she was like, we could do it if you want. He's like, no, I'd rather do it in the future when we're married. And it's just like, it's just so cute, I just like how Stella was Iki's light, especially in what he had to go through in the gulag. So yeah, that's my number 3 because Brandon already said a lot. No sword.
Alrighty, my turn, and hope you're all hungry for this one.
Oh.
Yeah, because fuck off anyone who says this. It is Soma and Megumi from Food Wars.
I will accept that as the second best pairing.
Because I like Megumi. I never thought I would like anyone
you
else
and me
other
both,
than
brother.
Erina and Alice. That it's like really a shock to me. But Megumi is a sweetheart. She's nervous, she's shy, and I'm just so nervous right now. And plus, I mean, the people around her treat her like she's the rebirth of Christ. Like, no, she's a dandelion. She's a flower. Oh, she's this and this.
Oh no,
and
she's
this.
like the beautiful shrine maiden.
I'm just like, guys, okay, calm down, please. Maybe you're gonna be like a J-pop star, and you can totally tell she doesn't want to deal with that crap. But whenever she and Soma are together, you see that almost like that small little friction of being together. She's always shy. She's always a little bit timid around Soma, but Soma actually also brings out the best in her, especially with how, I think it was in third plate, was it, when they teamed up for the team? I think it was.
I think it was around the first plate.
Yeah, whatever it was. I just love seeing these two on screen. I mean, I love Erina. I love Alice. And Ikumi has grown on me a little bit. But Megami will always be that one I feel like is probably the one that grounds Soma the most, especially the wanting to get better, to actually understand how people really feel in a way. And yeah, there's really not much to talk about with Food Wars because you could tend to make a full-on video about it, which we may have to do. We may have to one of these days. But all I can say is that Megami and Soma are my ships, and I stand by it in Food Wars.
Wow.
So yeah, Nate.
Well, let's go back to Fairy Tale for this one. And of course, I know there are a lot of ships with Natsu and all that, but let's give it to the underdog, Gagio and Levi. This ship. I almost wanted to go with Gray and Juvia because honestly, when they first met, it was pretty funny. I will admit, it was pretty funny. It did make me laugh. But when Gagio and Levi met, well, we all know it's literally on the wrong foot. But it wasn't until that Gagio joined Fairy Tail. It was like Levi, yeah, she was a bit nervous at first, but she was willing to give Gagio a chance. And it was very evident that Gagio didn't want to fight back, even though he was literally getting abused by Loxus. And when Loxus was about to attack Levi, Gagio literally jumps in, even though he was beaten up. He jumps in to defend Levi. That was actually kind of surprising, I had to admit. And we didn't get more interactions with them until Tenro Island, where they had to team up for the exam. And let me just say, it's clear that both of them are total opposites of each other. Especially when they were trying to find that one landmark. Oh god. They were just at each other's throats. And I definitely love how Gagio was willing to tease Levi. He's like, oh, you think you could take me on? I like to see you try short stuff. Jesus. And even though at one point Levi did get attacked, Gagio literally had to come in to save her, well, yet again. But this time, unlike with the whole Natsu and Lucy thing, where Lucy does nothing every time Natsu saves her, I don't know why they decided to do that. With this case, it shows that Levi is very supportive to the point where she even joins in the battle to help Gagio. And their chemistry together just grows naturally. And yeah, even in filler arcs, I have to admit, it was pretty funny. Where Gagio tried to get an artifact, Levi got mad and was like, cool it, Princess, I was just playing around. and the other filler arc, it does show that she does love Gagio during that trivia. I was like, wow. Might have been censored, but she actually admits it. And that relationship, it actually continues to grow, even during the Grand Magic Games, where she was literally worried about Gagio. And the Tataros arc, when she actually had to give him CPR. Well, I guess it's one way for you to get air.
No, yeah, a lot of people who do CPR, it's always their first kiss.
Yeah, in a way. And even after all that, they still have a lot of funny moments too, to the point where Gagio wanted to write a song based on that moment, and Levi just got flustered because of that. But man, the final season for Fairy Tail though, wow, their relationship really, really grown. Especially during that battle with Bloodman. Oh, where it actually shows that Gagio did confess to Levi right when he was about to be sacrificed, until Hiramashima decided to pull a 180 and had Gagio come back.
Yeah.
Well, but hey, honestly, it does work after all. Both of them actually get to be like a family together in the future because Levi is confirmed to be pregnant. And I haven't been seeing the whole 100-year quest thing because, well, thanks to the recent things with Alvarez Empire.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is the one ship I legitimately like in Fairy Tail. As much as I like Ray and Juvia, this is the one that I actually see its development, where both of them do share recuperative feelings. Going from enemies to lovers, that's what I really love about it. That's why I had to put it for number 3.
Okay. So, number 2s, guys. Let's go get to this. Trey, buddy.
All right. My number 2.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2 is Shikamaru and Tamar.
You one up me.
You're trying to copy me, Trey.
Nah, I already had this planned. But you didn't cover up a lot of what I wanted to say. It's like, this is easily star-crossed lovers in its purest, because it's like Shikamaru and Tamari, as you said, they did not start off on the best of terms. Like, Shikamaru got on her bad side by pretty much, humiliating her in their fight in the Chunin exams, and Tamari more or less helped in the invasion that caused the death of his third Hokage. So, not a good start over there. But after she saves him from Tayuya, and then Shikamaru returns the favor several times over, and they keep returning the favor, yada yada yada, you start to see a mutual respect and care for each other. It's even gotten to the point where they're friends. Even Naruto jokingly says, like, "Hey, are you two dating?" And they both be like, "No." And it's like, then why are you two always spending time together? And it's like, because we got missions together. It's like,
Sure.
you choose your
Yeah,
fucking
sure.
mission. And it's like, it's even highlighted in a filler episode where Konohamaru thinks he could take down Tamari, which obviously he fucking couldn't. And it's like, Shikamaru was like, you gotta give Tamari more credit. That Rasengan of yours wouldn't have done jack shit to her, so you're lucky I just saved you. And the fact that Shikamaru at this point is willing to openly compliment her skills, and Tamari just takes it in stride, is a highlight of just how much the relationship has grown. Heck, you even see it in the war arc, where people with the other members of the Sand Village are saying, like, that's the man that Tamari eventually wants to marry. And it's like, she wants to deny it, but she honestly can't. And I appreciate the fact that this is honestly the healthiest relationship we've probably gotten in Naruto.
Exactly.
And if anything, that's honestly really saying a lot. But whatever. Point is, I like Shikamaru and Tamari. I like how they ended up together. I just wish their son was a little bit more interesting.
That's fair. Oh, Iggy.
Well, for number 2, we're kicking this into overdrive. Number 2 goes to Yusei and Akiza from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Yes.
Yes. The ship that ship is fucking canon.
Come on! Why do... The thing is, especially watching the last few episodes, seeing how they all went their separate ways, I was still just... It was like, you guys, you 5Ds, you were building it up. You build it up when they first met each other, and they both have to duel one another in the tournament. Yusei understands that she is suffering and wanted to help her out. She keeps pushing everyone away, but he keeps helping her out. And then, especially when she wanted to be to get a duel runner, he even helped her out with that. Starting with the teaching her like the basics. Oh, it's like skating. You have to control the movement. It was dating. Come
It was
on.
a date. It was legit a date.
It was a date. Oh, the reason I'm so upset is because they were building it up, and then when they had to go their separate ways, I'm like, oh, come on, 5Ds. You're one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, but you couldn't do that.
It's the cardinal sin of Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. The only one that ever did it is fucking Tori and Zexal. How is that possible?
I have no idea.
I
But,
haven't seen
no,
Zector.
I'm not putting this. I love this. I love 5Ds, and I especially love the relationship between Yusei and Akiza. But the only thing I just had to say, just fuck already!
Yeah.
Wait, what was that? I said.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can't hear him. Well, I guess we can't hear or what they were implying.
Well, anyway, it was so nice to see how they're pretty much were supporting each other along the way, even though it was destined that they were signers. So, but still, it's nice to see them as people to grow. So that's my number 2. And god damn it, I wished it was canon.
Well, I mean, they did go on a date,
But they didn't fucking kiss.
but they did go on a date. That's saying more than a lot of our ships here.
Not wrong.
Just saying, Nikki. All right, it's my turn. Trey, are you here?
I'm saying,
All right, get ready for this, buddy. My number 2 is a ship you might like. God damn it! Oh,
Oh, I see.
damn it. Tomakami Joe and Mikoto Misaka from a certain magical index.
Oh,
They're my OTP. I love that ship. All right, Nikki, when you watch the show, you're gonna understand why this ship pairing is fucking destiny. Yes, Tomakami Joe is the
I thought that was
unluckiest
Demon
of them.
Slayer for a moment.
Oh, right. Kano's a coin flip. Okay, but basically, Tomakami Joe, he's the most unluckiest bastard in the world. I feel
Yeah.
so bad for him. And he has to deal with a lot. He has to deal with a nun that's always ungrateful. He has to deal with a lot of magicians, and he's got to deal with this electric tsundere. Now, Makoto is a very prideful girl, so imagine her shock when shock when she has to deal when she meets a guy who can resist her electric blast. She gets pissed, so she tries to beat him, but he does not want to beat her because he's not interested. But god damn it, their interactions are just hilarious. Him calling her Zapper, and she just calling him
Especially in the
idiot.
Japanese version, it was like beady beady.
Bitty. It's so dumb.
What are you, an Elican now?
I know, it's funny, but god damn it. It wasn't until the sisters arc where Makoto realized, oh shit, maybe this guy's more. Because when he saved her sisters against Accelerator, even despite the fact that Toma lost his memories recently, he still willingly helped, even when he died. Like, god damn it, that was awesome. She even gave him cookies, even though she didn't bake them. And he told her outright, like, cookies are better when they're made, right? Not when you buy them. It's just so cute, especially during like arcs like the Daihase Festival when he saved her when she went almost level 6. I'm just like, holy crap, this guy is they're just too pure. And I'm sorry to this is a spoiler, but in the next volume, Toma loses his memories again, and Makoto meets him, and she finds out, and she asks like, why am I so interested in this guy? Why? Oh. She realizes she loves him. And god damn it, during the World War III arc, she legitimately hijacks a plane just to go help him. Like,
Also, let me just say this. Fuck you, Kuroko, for cock blocking multiple times.
oh my god, like, dude, this ship is so good. Like, look, Toma has some good ships, Misaki, Kanzaki, but who fucking cares? It's him and Makoto all the fucking way. And I am waiting for season 4. Hopefully they will fucking help, because damn it, this pairing is just too good. It just sucks that it's not number 1, because number 1 it's a little more better. So yeah, Toma and Mikoto.
Okay. My number 2, and I'm sorry I had to bring the room down a little bit again because this fucking pairing, it is so wholesome.
Oh no.
And the ending of it made me cry.
Oh.
What?
Otanashi and Kanade from Angel Beats.
You really got to do this to me, didn't you? You first did it with Ayla and Tsukasa. Now you're doing it with Otanashi and Kanade.
I'm doing this. I'm just myself, so is that not all about you, fucker? It's Angel Beats. It's fucking Angel Beats, okay? But Kanade and Otanashi. He first wakes up and he thinks he's just in regular school. Sees Kanade, thinks he might just be a classmate. Until her hand forms into a blade and tries to kill the guy. When you realize the fact that they have a chance of reincarnation, as well as a chance to go back, it's something that like they all are trying to fight to keep a hold of. Because if you lose your memory, if you don't know who you are, you're done. This is purgatory, and once you're out, you're done. Oh my god, when Kanade and Otanashi start to develop, it's something that they even spend one of their last day together on a day they would have had in school. The graduation episode was one of the most heart-gushing and just a full-on gut punch ever I seen in anime.
The twist.
Because it shows he loves her. He loved her so much that he doesn't want to be separated without her, and promises that if they're reincarnated together, he will find her. And that
The plot
yell,
twist.
the yell when he just Kanade! I'm just, oh my god.
You know what also got me during that scene? It was the twist. When he donated his heart for someone, it was to Kanade.
It was. That was just literally you're giving your heart to the person you love. And god fucking damn it, that ending where he shows up and he sees her. He's about to put his hand on her shoulder and it cuts to fucking white. What the fuck? I love Angel Beats. I love it so much. This pairing is so fucking nice. How they could do a season 2, I will never know.
I highly doubt the season 2 will be able to capture that perfectly.
All I know is that this anime and this pairing is something that when you watch it and you feel for it, you know that your heart is in the right place. That's why Angel Beats is so high on this list. And because this pairing is so high, because it made me feel back then when I was starting to get into these dramas. That's why Kanade and Otonashi are one of the best couples. They're only this number 2 because number 1 is what I've seen and I know that I can relate to. That's why it had to go number 2. So go ahead, man. What is number 2, dude?
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to cheer up people for this one because number 2, Kosei Kaori from Your Lie in April. Yeah, one sad couple to another. I did mention that John and Piro was a tragic couple. This one took it to the extreme. Because Kosei and Kaori, they both had sad backstories. Kosei was traumatized with music thanks to his abusive mother. Kaori, she was able to form music, but she can't even fully move due to chronic disease. It wasn't until when they first met, inconveniently in the park, and due to a misunderstanding. That was just so funny. And interesting fact, that was freaking Max Middleman and Erica Lindbergh during voicing the characters. That was just amazing. And it does show that she is very hostile towards Kosei, but in a way, she did inadvertently help Kosei open his eyes to music once again, to the point where she wants to tutor him once more, but in a more lighthearted way. And it's very clear that those interactions with each other, even though Kosei was supposedly dating Kosei's best friend at the time, and saying, "Oh, I don't like you," it's very evident that she does like Kosei through those interactions, especially when they went on those dates. And over time, and the more that they perform music with each other, the more that they understand each other, the more they understand, they get to be more comfortable with each other. To the point where even Kosei was able to bicker with Kaori. Especially during the bag scene, and when he brought treats, he got mad because Kaori just said something insulting and he just walks away. It just felt natural. It just felt like a real couple. But the last few episodes, oh jeez. When that chronic disease got worse and worse, to the point where she can't even perform in the last performance together. They met on the rooftop. They have a heart-to-heart moment. And right when Kaori is at her last breath. Oh. Even with that depression, Kosei press onward. He decided to perform. He did it without Kaori. But if you look at it deeper, it was like Kaori was still with him spiritually. And that's what really hit me. I thought that was like, oh, stop it. Stop making me cry over this pairing. But no. What really got me the most was when he read the letter. And it was revealed that she loved Kosei right from the beginning. Even when it says, I don't like you, it was literally a lie. She did love him for it. And just like with John, that resolution helped Kosei move onward. He was able to play the piano way better. He was able to become a good tutor thanks to Kaori. It's just like with Plastic Memories, even though I haven't seen it, Your Lie in April is a great example of an underrated drama. And it shows. Kosei Kaori, they both had the same goal, they both had the same interactions. They both grew together. Their chemistry, it felt genuine. And even though they may not end up being together, it still remains one of my favorite romances for how tragic and how beautiful it was well written. That's why I had to put it for number 2.
Yes. Alrighty.
What the
It's
fuck is going on?
honorable mentions time, guys.
Just
I got none. So
What was that, Trey?
Yes.
It's all right. Let's go.
Alrighty. The floor is yours. What is your first honorable mention?
Naming your Shiro and Rin Tosaka.
It's Shiro and Saber all the way, dude. No thanks.
Shiro X Rin, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
I think you're confusing Rin with Saber. Come
Fuck
on.
off.
Inuyasha and Kagome.
Deku X Toga, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, of course you got this on there.
Oh my god.
Maple X Sally, Bofuri.
Alucard X Steros.
Shikamaru X Tamari, Naruto.
Shiro X Miku, Date a Lot.
Takumi X Megami, Food Wars.
Meliodas X Diane. 7 Deadly Sins.
Gray X Juvia, Fairy Tale.
Gray X Juvia, Fairy Tale.
Ayato X Kirin, The Asterisk War.
Ayato X Kira and the Asterisk War, and one pairing that doesn't cringe.
Katarina X Maria, My Next Life is a Villainess.
What the fuck is with you in the Yuri thing, dude? What the hell?
It's wholesome! Can you blame me?
Kirishima and Ashido Mina, My Hero Academia.
Accelerator and Esther, a certain scientific accelerator.
Koichi and Yukiko, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable.
Lush XC2, Code Geass.
Ichigo X Rukia, Bleach.
Ichigo X Rukia, Bleach. Alibaba X Morgiana, Maki.
Aniki X Toka, Tokyo Ghoul.
Yusei X Akiza, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Yusei X Akiza, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Iguru and Mitsuri from Demon Slayer.
Gohan and Videl, Dragon Ball Z.
Gohan X Videl, Dragon Ball Z.
Domon X Rain, Mobile Fighter G Gundam.
Oh my god.
heart.
Okabe X Mikize, Steins Gate.
Yami X Charlotte, Black Clover.
Yami X Charlotte, Black Clover.
Issei X Asia, High School DxD.
You're fucking.
You.
You're fucking with me. Tell me you're fucking with us.
No, I unironically.
Well, this
Alright,
is
well-
coming for the same guy who likes Kuroko, so I'm not surprised.
Hair
Off.
UX Shinoa, Surf at the end.
Yuichiro X Shinoa, Seraph of the End.
Rimu X Malim. That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
He's not a bad slime slurp.
Dude.
Black Star and Tsubaki. So,
No, no,
What?
no, no, no,
yes.
no.
Yes.
Tsubaki X Ichigo.
No crossovers.
Ash X Dawn. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Kogami X Akane, Psychopass.
Ash X Serena, Pokemon XY.
Izuku X Melissa, My Hero Academia.
Yona X Hawk, Yona of the Dawn. Shiro X Akatsuki, Log Horizon.
Shine X Blandalena, 86.
Hayato X Claire, 100. Because fuck you, Amelia. Fuck
Man,
you.
that's like 2 Amelias we're bashing on.
3 actually, because remember in Misfit.
Oh, yeah.
Hero X02, Darling and Franks.
Piro X Toka, Dead Alive.
Tsugumi X Raku,
Yuji X Nobara, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Nobara X U. Nobara X U. Nobara X U.
Say it, Kevin.
oh my god, say that dick out of your mouth, dude.
Nobara X UG.
Iruma X Amari, welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun.
Tanjiro X Kanoa, Demon Slayer.
Anjo X Kanao, Demon Slayer.
God, I can't believe that dick was in my mouth for so long. Ugh.
Alright,
Anyways.
so we're at number 1, and before we get anything, we just want to say, you guys, just say hi to you guys. Hopefully, you're doing well.
E.
Oh, hey, guy.
All right,
So,
dude, Trey.
number 1 ship.
My number 1 pairing of all time is from Darling in the Franxx, Hero and Ichigo.
You're fucking bullshitting. I know that.
Trey, I'm gonna Trey. I know you're joking, but I'm gonna stab you one day. You know that, right?
Yes, I know. You're not gonna stab me over Gaijio and Levy, though.
I will actually. I will. If Gachi X Urza.
The fuck?
I'm just kidding. Go on.
Evan,
Go
you're
on.
more on thin ice, way more than Trey right now.
Okay, getting that disgusting image out of my head. Gaijio and Levy, like Shikamaru and Tamari, did not have the greatest start. Arguably an even worse start considering Gaijio literally crucified Levy and her team. But Gaijio does later on realize maybe I went a bit too far and does actually work to prove his spot in Fairy Tail and saves Natsu and the others and Levy and them from Loxus's whole takeover shit with the Fairy Tail Civil War. And after working with both Team Natsu and Team Shadow Gear on several missions, he warms up to these guys, especially Levy. Levy in particular. For me personally, I was confused as to why Levy would be warming up to the guy that, crucified her. But I guess you could perceive it as an example of just, her attempting to extend an olive branch of forgiveness and eventually just leads them to something more that ends up shaping them into better people as a result. Levy ends up becoming more outspoken and confident, and Gaiju ends up becoming more open-hearted with his emotions and thoughts, literally removing that iron shield around his own emotions, I guess you could say. And my favorite moment has to be in the Tartarus arc, where Levy kisses Gaiju to save him, and Gaiju just says, "Why didn't you just make an air bubble?" And Levy's just like,
Why didn't I do that earlier?
it's embarrassing. And it's funny how the first thought she had when she saw Gaiju in danger was, I gotta kiss him to save his life. And it's like, fuck, this bitch really is a romantic. But overall, though, I do like their dynamic with each other, and I like how their relationship has actually clearly progressed off screen, even after the time skip. How Levy was willing to fight on the front lines against a demon she knew was clearly out of her league, even though as long as she got to stay by Gagio's side, and Gagio risking his life while using Dragon Force to stop that demon, and confessing how, his time with Panther Lily and Levy was some of the best time of his life right before he dies. Only for Mashima to immediately undercut that and bring Gagio back, making that sacrifice seem ultimately pointless. And it's like, God damn it, I'm happy Gagio and Levy can be together. But why the fuck would you give us a Majin Vegeta level epic of proportions in regards to his sacrifice, but not follow through on it, you fucker?
Like, it was one thing for like Gagio and Juvia like to cheat death, but what they did with Makara was like, okay, this is ridiculous.
This is like the third time that's happened for him too. Jesus. But overall, though, I like Gagio and Levy because it's like, ironically enough, despite probably having the worst start, they had this actually the most natural progression, and they are a pairing where it's just like they're so good together, you just can't envision pairing them with other people, if that makes sense. Kind of like Clark Kent and Lois Lane, they're just that iconic to me. Like, if there was a couple that would have kids first in Fairy Tail, it would definitely be them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they already had the head start.
Yeah.
That is
Also,
true.
I just realized, could Lelouch technically help him get Dragon Force by just making Ethereon?
Oh shit.
Ah, I'll be damned.
Why didn't we start writing Fairy Tail?
Because Mashima does not allow foreigners to intrude on his shipping bait.
Apparently. Anyways,
that makes sense.
Nikki, your turn, Val.
Number one. This will take your breath away. Tanjiro X Kanao from Demon Slayer.
Oh,
Yeah. I like that pair.
one of the
Absolutely.
most
It's
pairing.
so cute. Like the moment when Tanjiro and his team basically had to go training for their breathing techniques, and he sees just Kanao there, and they have a chat. And every time it's her turn to respond, she would just flip a coin and decide that. He's like, "Okay, let me do it. Hey, I got it. And hey, if it didn't, I'll do it again and again." And she's like, "Hmm." He's like, "Well, I'm not gonna let something decide for me. I choose to decide for myself." And then later on in the recent season that we saw, when we saw her sister about to be taken away, she's like, "What should I do? What should I do?" She remembers that moment with Tanjiro. It's like, make a decision yourself. And she made that decision herself. I was like, oh, it's gonna happen. That is so cute. And especially when Tanjiro came into the rescue to save her sister from the capture. It's like, oh, that is so cute. That is gonna happen.
Even though at one point she did kick Tanjiro in the head just to get Nezuko.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she still has fun basically having fun just throwing water in his face.
Yeah, at that little moments of like teasing each other, and also like it's kind of cute because from what I can see, they're both technically like the new generation of Demon Slayers. So I'm curious to see how this will progress and how will hopefully I hope to see like if maybe their relationship could be canon, because I think it would be just so cute. So I mean, it's still touching because in a way, like, yes, Tanjiro is a bit thick-headed, but I think Kanao can balance that with a bit of her like cool tone in a way. Like he's so extroverted, but she's a bit introverted, like in a good way. But yeah, other than that,
Because you haven't read the manga, have you?
I haven't caught up to the manga.
Okay, I'm not gonna say a word.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say anything either.
So Nemi hooks up with Nesco. Yeah, I know I'm lying about
Then
that.
it's with Nezuko, it kind of makes sense. Anyway, that's my number one for Tanjiro and Kanao.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
dude.
right
I,
about
lo-
that.
I love that pairing too, man.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, Kev, what do you got?
All right. So we've talked about pairings that, some end with marriage, some end where they barely acknowledge each other, but this one just it's just too wholesome, and it's coming from a very funny series that I started a while ago. Still gonna continue, but Ryuji X Taiga from Tododora is too fucking precious.
Oh, yes, dude.
Toradora.
Yeah. Okay. Like the first time they meet is by accident. They bump into each other, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, Ryuji just ran into the tiger." He's like, "What?" And she's like, "But she's so small." Come out, and I just love
Oh,
the fact-
girl. Vicious
And then-
claws.
I know, right? And the fact is, they're neighbors. They literally live across from each other. And Ryuji, you know, he has to help. He has to do something for her. So when he goes to her apartment, complete disgusting mess. So he helps her a little, and he finds out she has a crush on someone. He has a crush on someone. So they decide, you know what? I'm going to help you. All right, I'll help you get this crush. All right, if you help me with my crush. So we'll see like them trying to help each other. But as they keep going, you could tell they actually like each other. Yes, Taiga could hold back a little, but still, she is a Tsundere, yet she kind of acknowledges that she's starting to feel for him. Hell, she even fought his crush to the death with fucking swords, telling her, like, be honest with yourself, god damn it! And the only one that stopped her? Ryuji. And I just love how they just kept getting closer and closer until that episode where they have a pretend marriage. Oh my god, that was so wholesome. She's like, I do, and they kiss. She's like, do it again, do it again. I'm like, oh my god, like, there's just something so wholesome about them being together that I just like, even better than Iki and Stella, because this one, I think their series goes longer. Like, I haven't finished it, but like, I've seen enough to know that these two are made for each other. That's a pairing. And I just wish that a lot of other anime could take knowledge of this, you know, especially harems, you know, because harems love playing around. To love rules. But yeah, Ryuji and Taiga, they're just an amazing pairing. That's why they're my number one. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm watching. You know what? I'm watching tomorrow. Fuck it.
So my number one, like I said, how I said that Angel Beats was so shy of being number one, because this one I can relate to the most.
Oh,
And it was actually one of the best slice of life romantic comedies I've ever seen. Taiga X Ryuji from Toradora.
I was wondering when we're gonna get a freaking mental link in these videos.
Here's the thing. Technically, Brennan and Trey had a halfway mental link with a Tatsumi. This is a full-blown mental link. God damn it, Brennan.
Because this anime I can relate to. Very much so. Way back in day in schools, I had a crush on a girl, and I was always too scared, or I was embarrassed, or I was gonna do something that would make a fool out of myself. And I see that with Taiga and Ryuji. I really do. And when I heard in like episode 1, when I heard that Ryuji's gonna stand by Taiga because I'm a dragon and you're a tiger, and throughout years, dragons have always stood by tigers. I was just like, wow, okay, this is such a beginning of a relationship. And when it gets going, the hints are there. And then when Kevin talked about the makeshift wedding scene, that was wholesome, but the moment when Taiga knew that she loves and likes Ryuji was during Christmas. She knows that why am I here? Why am I crying? And she realized that Ryuji was always the one there by her side. And as she runs out of her apartment, she's bawling. She's standing out there in the snow with no shoes, in a nightgown, and she's crying for Ryuji to come back. It was so wholesome. And when they actually confess themselves to each other, they were wanting to run away and elope. They just wanted to leave and get married right then and there. But they realized they can't run away from their past. They can't run away from their problems anymore. If they did, they're not going to be mature. So, granted though, I wanted to bite my lip because I'm sorry, Kevin. The last episode that we got is it's no more after this. And it was just so, just damn, it hits you in the heart. And just when they reunite, it was just, of course they play it off as like butting heads and like kind of teasing each other, but they narrate the saying that where you find your love is where you least expect it, and that's what true love is. So it's an anime that I see myself in as one of the characters. I see my own personality and my life in that, and where I am now in a relationship that I feel that I just bumped into by accident. I love her. So yeah, I'm sending this out also to you, Leah. This is one of the reasons why I love being with you and why I love you. So yeah, that's why this is my number one, Taiga and Ryuji.
I was not
What?
prepared for today.
That was so touching.
If she
Wow.
watches this video, I'm sure she'll appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I was not ready for this, man. Nate, finish this so I can go to sleep. God damn.
Well, this
Crying.
couple is the
Yeah.
definition of adorkable. Okay. That
Oh,
is-
I know what it is.
It is literally my favorite archetypes in a couple. We started off with Plus Ultra. I'm gonna end it with Plus Ultra.
Yay.
Oh boy.
Izuku X Melissa.
Yay.
And I can respect that ship, dude. I can.
Yes, cause wow. If you want to see like an anime version of Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy, this pairing is a great example of it. Because literally, both of them, while they had some subtle differences, in a lot of ways, they have a lot of common ground. And that's what I love about it. Their first interactions with each other, well, of course, like, it was just like a simple greeting, but Melissa got a little curious, and she got a little too close to Izuku. I mean, I wouldn't blame Izuku for getting flustered over that. I mean, Melissa is beautiful, so...
Yeah, she's stacked.
But anyway, it was like over the time to staying at I Island when Melissa was showing Izuku around. And like, oh, do you prefer like being called Midoriya or Izuku? Izuku literally went with the nickname that he used to hate and now loved to it. And it just works. Like over the time that Melissa was giving him a tour, they both started to understand each other. Both of them idolize being heroes in a way. The difference is that Izuku wants to be like a bit more heroic on the aspect, while Melissa wants to be in more supportive aspect. And in a lot of ways, it actually works, because if you're going to be a superhero, then you gotta have someone that's backing you up. Not just like encouraging in a way, but you also gotta have someone support you with tech and all that. In a lot of ways, it's almost like similar to like Snake and Otacon in a way, where not in a romance way, but in terms of like a partnership way as well.
Yeah.
And I definitely love how their banter together is just like it's just straight up wholesome, and it's very funny. Even like the occasional times where Melissa just teases Izuku for his like dorkiness. Even though like she did get flustered at one point when all my teases are for her dorkiness too towards Izuku. That was just so wholesome, especially during the scene when all the girls just see Izuku just talking to Melissa. I was like, oh, yeah.
I was like, you're having fun, Deku. Uraka.
Izuku, I hear everything.
Zero's ear attacks. They're quite scary.
The ultimate strike attack. It wasn't until like later on where she noticed like at first she saw the scars, and then when she saw Izuku using his quirk. In a lot of ways she didn't really say, but you can tell that she knew the truth behind all of it. She knew the truth. So what did she do? She decided to give Izuku the full gauntlet and confess that they are a lot more similar because Melissa was born courtless. She had no chances of being a hero. But after looking up at her idol, which is her dad, she decided to be a hero just like her father. Oh man. During the heist. Oh. Melissa was literally guiding everyone, and the only person that went with her throughout the end was Izuku. And let me just say, it was just like so wholesome that he saved her, and she kind of saved him in return.
Yeah.
And oh man, during that breaking point scene, during the twist where it revealed that her father kind of went on the dark side a bit, just to save All Might. It actually shows that Izuku was trying to help David. It's because he doesn't want to be killed and all that. And around the end, oh man, it was kind of funny in a way. Where it was like, oh, sorry, I kind of broke it. It's like, it's okay, I could just make a new one, and it kind of was hidden due to like the manga later on. If you look at it, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And also, I have to give props to like one of the spin-off novels, which is like non-canon in a way, where she kind of returns having a competition with Mai. Oh my god, that was just so funny. And I definitely love how it's just like, it was just like a touchy reunion.
Yeah. Hopefully she makes an actual canon return, because I mean the manga's almost over, so hopefully.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that too. Like, yeah, it is very unlikely for them to get together and all that, but this is one of the most underrated ships that really, really works, because both Izuku and Melissa, they have like the same goal. They relate to each other on a whole level. They really have some of the funniest banters and some of the cutest ones. And heck, I even like made like a few fan arts with it, and it's definitely one of my best. That's why I had like to give respect to it. It was the reason why I just love the term adorkable. Those two are the best definitions, and they actually relate to a real life couple, because even though they may have some differences, they have a lot in common. That's why I had to put it for number 1.
Good choice, man. Alrighty, so that is top 10 anime ships.
God, that was fun.
Wow, that was a lot of fun, guys.
Even though
Truly.
we have like knives at each other's throats most of the time.
Yeah, but then
It's
we
a shipping
actually
war,
kind
though.
of
Part of the experience.
yeah, exactly. So my schedule for work is now going to be, I have Fridays off now consistently, so
Nice.
we should be able to get more videos out when we can. But the way we have the videos are right now is that we technically we may also do a top 10 of our favorite TV shows. We Nicholas's EDA's birthday video is coming up, and he is deciding between the redo of Video Game Heroes or top 10 Power Ranger Megazords. And also he suggests, and kind of goes into what my idea is, like just weird and overall just bad animes. That's definitely one we definitely have some words. And also I kind of want to get this maybe go into bringing back some old classics from the channel, like probably like a video game waifus 2, because of new video games that are coming out.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
But we'll see what happens, because I also want to do a top 10 anime movie list. I want to see everyone's idea about
That's
that
gonna
one.
be a little tricky, but interesting.
We shall see. So that is it. We will see you guys in the next video. Bye.